Welcome to Ram Center Sports Break for the last week of January and the first week of February 2017. On this episode, we feature Ram basketball highlights, a Bell basketball update, and coach updates from track and field, Ram Bell softball, and Bell basketball. All this coming up after the break. The Ram basketball team faced off against the Javelinas of Kingsville on January the 28th. They fell to 4-6 in conference play after a 63-50 loss. Let's take a look at some highlights. Bell basketball traveled to Denton, Texas on the 28th of January to face the Pioneers of Texas Woman's University. The Bells led wire to wire in the 81-73 victory. Jasmine Profit led 6 players who scored in double figures with 14. She also added 12 rebounds to the effort to complete her third double-double on the season. Christina Robinson scored 13 points and grabbed 4 rebounds. Kiana Kelly poured in 11 points and snagged 6 rebounds. At a recent Angelo Sports press conference, track and field coach Tom Dibburn, Ram Bell softball coach Travis Scott, and Bell basketball coach Kevin Baker spoke about the state of their respective teams. Here are some of the highlights from those press conferences.
Well, the meet as a whole was excellent for us. It was way better than we expected as a coaching staff. I think the highlight of the meet was we had a bunch of young guys step up and do some things that we really didn't expect. So we feel a little bit better as a whole team now than we did before. Well, Amber had a little bit of an injury last year, so she had a little setback, but she's starting to get healthy, and it showed with her hitting PRs in the weight throw and the indoor shots. So we're really happy with how she was. And then with Daisy, it was nice to see her to get to come out and compete for us for the first time. You know, we knew she was a good discus thrower, but her shot impressed us well this week. That was huge. Trevette Jones, the freshman kid, won the pole vault there, and we knew he was going to do good things, but I think he's way ahead of where we expect him to be right now.
Well, I'm happy with the way we look right now. The weather's cooperated with us, and we've got a ton of work in, and our girls look good. You know, we've been able to go out and face live pitching quite a bit, do some inter-squad, and it's looked good on both sides. Our pitchers are looking pretty good, but then at the same time, our hitters have made them look bad at times, so that's a good thing. We're hitting the ball for some power. We hit 6 home runs in 2 days off our pitching staff, and that's a great thing because we hit 22 home runs as last year all year, and it was kind of a weak spot for us, but we think that with the kids that we brought in and some changes that we've made, that we've solved that issue. Well, I just like their attitude. I really do, though. You know, we've just grown up a little bit. Our freshman class is a very mature class, and you know, we got a lot of leadership, a lot of returners, 11 returners from last year, all that got quality playing time. And then you throw in a mature group with them, and you know, that gives you as a coach, that gives you promise that things are going to go well. Now, of course, we haven't played a game, and playing time hasn't been cut and all that kind of stuff yet, but as of right now, the team chemistry is really good. You know, they're working hard, they're working extremely hard, and I just like their attitude going into the season opener. Yeah, very good tournament. Very excited about it. First of all, we're just excited to see new teams. You know, we play, I guess for me, it's been 14 years here. I just see the same teams over and over and over, so we're excited to be able to go play new competition, new faces, new coaching styles, all that good stuff. But Florida Tech, we'll get them twice, the host. They were in the Super Regional 2 years ago. I think they won close to 40 games last year. So, and they have a pitcher who's a preseason All-American. She's a senior, and she's a quality pitcher, so we know we've got our hands full with her. And then we get Palm Beach Atlantic, who I think won 38 games last year. Armstrong Atlantic, who was in the Final Four, finished in the Final Four last year, so we know we got our work cut out there. And then Nova Southeastern, who struggled a little bit last year, but you know, anytime a team struggles, you think they're probably going to go out and make some changes to get things right. So we'll spend, you know, we got the first game in the morning, then we got a game off, and the coaching staff will hang around the field while the girls go eat and do a little bit of scouting and see what we can learn as quick as we can.
Well, it was a really, really tough road trip going down to Kingsville. They've got such a great team, and Coach Scott does such a great job with that Kingsville crew. And to come out of there with a win, we really felt great. We really felt like it was something we could build upon. And apparently going up to TWU in Denton is a place that the Bells hadn't won in about 3 or 4 years. I didn't know that, but it is a tough place to play. So we had 2 really tough road games, and I'm proud of our team for coming through. I thought we really played well down the stretch in both of those games to get the wins and to kind of move forward. Well, you know, yeah, absolutely. I love it. Absolutely love it. And as a matter of fact, we had 6 in double figures, and Bethany had 8. And she missed a layup that would have given her 10 and double figures as well. So every coach loves balanced scoring. That's kind of the first thing when you get a box score is you want to see how many people were in double digits. And that way you know that you really did have balanced scoring. So I think that's every coach's dream, is to be able to have a lot of people who can score the basketball. I feel like we have that, and I think we're tough to defend at times. So when we have some people come in like Saturday and come in off the bench and do a great job, it only helps us get better and better. Yeah, you know, she went to the line in the Kingsville game, and it was close. And I sat down next to Coach Shippey, and I said, this is Christina's chance to redeem herself from the Eastern game. And that's exactly what she did. She stepped up, made the free throws, and she really hasn't looked back. And I love it when a senior can respond like that, can do what she really is capable of doing. And like you said, she has picked up the scoring role. She's been way more aggressive the last 4 or 5 games, and it's really, really helped us because we need her on the floor to be successful. I still say she's the best point guard in the Lone Star Conference. I'm just glad she's starting to play like it every game. Yeah, you know, basketball is weird like that anyway, because there's really no secrets anymore. I mean, at this point in the season, we've played each other. They know us. We know them. And it just comes down, like I said, players making plays and kind of executing the game plan a little bit. And it gets worse even when we go to the conference tournament, because now we're playing people a third time, and we really, really know each other then. So, you know, you can't really scheme people very much like you can in football. Basketball is one of those games where we're trying to execute what we do, they're trying to execute what they do, and it just comes down to players making shots, getting rebounds, and making free throws.
That's all the time we have on Ram Center Sports Break. Visit angelosports.com for the latest ASU sports news, stats, rosters, schedules, and more. Take care, and we will see you next time on Ram Center Sports Break. Bye.